Are you tired of girls with big ego rejecting you? Here are 9 golden rules how to destroy her ego and make her chase you. 1. Never get jealous. Yes, she is beautiful, and she might attempt to provoke your jealousy. However, reacting to it indicates a lack of confidence, and her subconscious mind will perceive that a better man could replace you. This will only boost her ego. In such situations, remain calm, composed, and encourage her to freely interact with whomever she pleases. By doing so, her subconscious will recognize that she won't find a better man than you, and while she may meet other people, she can never replace you. This reaction will deflate her ego and undermine her self-importance. 2. Don't show interest in her. Ensure she doesn't feel too validated. Girls often have fragile egos and crave constant reassurance and admiration from those around them. If you demonstrate disinterest in spending time with her or dismiss her concerns, she may start losing confidence. When you're on a date with your girl, don't solely focus on her. Be self-assured enough to glance at other girls in her presence. Directing your attention elsewhere will diminish her ego. We don't suggest engaging in lengthy conversations with other women while on a date with your girlfriend, but you can subtly make her feel a twinge of jealousy. For instance, send a text or make a call to a female friend, appearing oblivious to your girlfriend's actions or words, and you might find yourself wearing a poker face. 3. Never validate her based on looks. Complimenting a girl solely on her physical appearance, like saying, "Hey, you're so beautiful," or "Hey, you're so hot," positions you as a low-value guy. By solely validating her looks, you further inflate her ego. The more you boost a girl's ego, the less value she'll assign to you. Consequently, she'll become less interested in seeing you and less inclined to pursue you. Only offer compliments when she accomplishes something and does it exceptionally well. Subscribe for more Riz. 4. Don't show you want to sleep with her. If you project an attitude of impatience to become physically intimate, she will sense it and her ego will inflate. Therefore, refrain from acting overly excited about sleeping with a woman. Sometimes, women might test you by gauging your level of excitement to sleep with them. However, when you make a move, they might pull back. Many men find themselves making the wrong moves in nervousness, inadvertently boosting her ego. If a girl pulls away, give her the space she desires and also pull back. Wait until she initiates physical contact. She already knows your intentions and eagerness for intimacy. In such situations, adopt a nonchalant mentality. Act as if you don't care whether she reciprocates or not. Be casual and convey that you are tired of sleeping with numerous women. Women are inclined to be intimate with men who appear indifferent and not in need of anything from them. Demonstrating that you don't care is the key to success with women. If you're excessively eager to sleep with her, you'll never win her over. 5. Avoid being overly available to her. While you can be available to her whenever and wherever she wants, doing so diminishes your value in her eyes. She may take you for granted, and her ego will swell. Therefore, don't always be readily available. Show her that you have a life to live, goals to achieve, and that you can't always be at her beck and call. Even if you have the time, play the game and don't be excessively available. By doing this, she will gradually realize that you don't have all the time in the world for her and that your time and attention are valuable and scarce. This will significantly deflate her ego. Unfortunately, due to human nature, especially when it comes to females, the focal point of this discussion, we tend to value what we have least. This means that if something comes too easily, we rapidly lose interest and seek newer, more challenging things. So, if you're always available to this woman, if you're too accessible, then you're on the wrong path. Start gradually increasing the distance between you and become less available. Don't reply to every message she sends or be the first one to initiate contact. Occupy your time with activities other than being with her. Observe how she reacts. She'll likely notice your growing distance and start reaching out to you more frequently, calling you and asking you out. 6. Dress nicely when you go out. This is intriguing because it helps divert attention away from her. By doing so, you'll effectively deflate her ego. When you go out on a date with a girl, she is accustomed to people admiring her, gazing at her in awe. But then you arrive, a new guy, fresh and looking sharp in well-fitted clothes that accentuate your appearance. People people will take notice of you. While beautiful girls are accustomed to attention, a well-put-together, well-dressed man is a rarity, as most people often neglect their appearance. By diverting attention from her, you will unsettle her ego. She will wonder, where is my attention? This will deflate her ego because it introduces an element of competition. It acts as a form of validation. When you shift the validation away from her and onto yourself, despite her being dressed attractively, her ego will definitely take a hit. She will no longer carry herself with an inflated sense of self-importance, but instead feel like she's with a guy that other women desire. She will likely realize that any random girl on the street could potentially replace her. 7. Don't seek commitment. Instead, encourage women to pursue commitment with you. You want them to always desire more from you. When you ask a girl to commit to being your girlfriend, you subconsciously convey that she is the best you've ever been with. This will inevitably boost her ego, so refrain from hastily offering any form of commitment. Rather, wait for the opportunity for her to seek commitment from you. Allow her to feel a sense of urgency and a desire to take your relationship to the next level. By doing so, you position yourself as a high-value individual who is selective with his commitment. This approach not only deflates her ego, but also increases her investment in the relationship. When she takes the initiative to seek commitment, it signifies that she values you and sees you as someone worthy of pursuing. This dynamic shift puts you in a position of power and control, where her ego is in check and you have the ability to maintain a balanced and healthy relationship. Remember, it's about creating a sense of longing and desire in her to commit to you, rather than rushing to offer commitment and inadvertently boosting her ego. 8. Avoid excessive compliments. While girls appreciate compliments and expect to receive them, showering her with too many compliments will only further inflate her ego. So, be mindful of the compliments you give. Offer them occasionally, but not excessively. By doing this, you ensure that she doesn't receive an overwhelming amount of validation from you. The less validation she receives, the less value she will assign to you. Maintain a balance. 9. Ignore her. Ignoring her can be an effective way to deflate her ego and maintain a position of power in the relationship. It doesn't mean completely disregarding her or treating her poorly, but rather strategically creating moments of distance and disinterest. When you ignore a woman, it sends a powerful message that you have other priorities and interests beyond her. This subtle shift in your behavior can challenge her ego and make her question her value in your eyes. By occasionally giving her the cold shoulder or not always being available for her, you create an air of mystery and unpredictability. She will start to wonder why you're not pursuing her attention or seeking constant validation from her. This uncertainty can make her feel insecure and less significant, ultimately deflating her ego. Remember, the key here is to strike a balance in your actions and avoid excessively boosting her ego. By implementing these strategies, you can ensure her ego remains in check, fostering a healthy dynamic in your relationship. While doing these things, don't forget to work on yourself and to chase your dream life. When you are happy, you attract 99 of people, so keep that in mind. Gentlemen, subscribe and see you in the next video. Have a great day.